Hi, today I wanted to talk to you about the way we use homeopathy, how homeopaths look at prescribing, and I'm going to use depression as a starting point for explaining how we go about deciding which remedy is the right remedy for you. Um, the remedy I'm going to explain to you is aurum. Aurum is quite an extraordinary remedy for people that are despairing, that they have hit an absolute sense of hopelessness, and that they just can't go on. Often the depression manifests itself in um, longing for death. Sometimes the pathologies are such that the pains that the person is going through are so intense that they choose to, or they would wish to die or commit suicide, as opposed to continue living with the challenges of the intense pain that they feel. Um, the way we prescribe is we would take down the specifics of the depression. So it would be a question of finding out exactly how you felt whilst you were depressed. And then I look at keynotes to see which areas are really specific to match up to the specificity of the remedies. So, for example, if you were suffering from depression, and you told me that the pains that you felt were incredibly overwhelming, that you were really oversensitive to pain in general, so you might stub your toe but it might be unbearable. That's a specific that I could then apply to my choice of remedy. And Aurum does have oversensitivity to pain. It also has a specific which is a hypersensitivity to noise. Maybe you find sounds and noise just overwhelming. Maybe they bring out something in you, an emotional response in you that seems out of context to the noise, but you just can't cope with it. That again is something that I would look for. So if you, for example, told me that you had that with noise, then I would certainly, that would lead me on to honing down the list of remedies I had that would help me to choose that one is might be the one for you. But you may have depression which is really bad in the day, which would then make me think, no, aurum isn't the one for you, because actually depression in an aurum state, it comes on in the dark. So it is very much a dark night of despair. The hopelessness is overwhelming. The feelings of being utterly alone and abandoned in the dark. It is a real again a keynote for aurum. There's other specifics for the remedy, which is the desire for suicide. They also have a disgust for living, a loathing of living. They might have a real sense of loss of confidence, of berating themselves. They feel that they have neglected their duty. This is another big key feature for aurum. And it's all these particular individual strands of your own experience of what you're going through, which would then lead a homeopath on to choosing the right remedy for you. So it's a question of going through all the details, all the individual things that come up for you in your experience of your illness. So that's why it's so different to going to see a doctor, because we have the time to really talk about what it's like for you, rather than prescribing a medicine that is for depression. We want to know, what's your experience of depression? How does it manifest for you? What's worse about it? We want to know about all the difficult bits. We want to know if you are suicidal. Let's talk about it. We want to really hear what you have to say, and then we ask questions which lead us to be able to filter out the remedy choices. So in the end, there's one remedy that really suits you, and that is why homeopathy can be so effective, because it isn't about just one thing off a shelf. It really is about finding the right thing for you. It's specific, it's individual, it's tailored to meet your needs, and that's why it can be such a powerful thing to use for treating for so many things, but particularly for me, I tend to work with people with the emotional traumas that they're dealing with the difficulties in life when things just feel too much to go on with. That's where I specialise, and I have seen amazing turnarounds with people once they've started using homeopathy. So if you are in a place of despair, there are things out there that can help. Homeopathy can really help you move out of the destructive cycle that you're in. So if you want to get in touch and ask any questions, if you want, I do work on Skype or FaceTime, but equally if you want just some ideas of people that you want to go and see in your area because you don't want to do it online, get in touch. I would much rather help you find the homeopath that's right for you than you not get the chance to try homeopathy. So my email is angela@angelajohnson.co.uk, and my website is www.angelajohnson.co.uk. I hope this has been helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot. Bye.